Hello and welcome to this week's video. Okay, now before we get started, don't worry, it's not a serious video, it's just me talking about embarrassing times I have injured and then permanently scarred myself. Unfortunately, most of these things are facial and head regional, on the head. But luckily they're not that noticeable, so it's alright. Okay, the first one is, well, it's not really like an embarrassing kind of story, it's just quite weird. So I think I was about three years old in nursery / kindergarten. Somehow, don't know how, I managed to cut this earlobe almost completely off. So from like here across. My mum said it was just hanging from a little bit that was left. This little dent, you see that scar here? That's what's left of that. Obviously I'll show you a little comparison with my other ear here. Because I was only 3, I don't actually remember how it happened. I have no idea. Nobody saw it happen, so it would just be like a mystery for the rest of my life. Could have been some crazed psycho baby slasher on the loose and I was his only victim, or my ear was his only victim. I guess because nobody knows how it happened, I could just, you know, make up my own story. So you can imagine this. Young me, 3 years old, and I spot something over there in the distance. Oh, what's that thing over there in the distance? I run over to it and brush it off and discover a robotic dinosaur. So, you know, I dig out this awesome robot dinosaur, get on it, get on the bitch. His name's Terry. Don't know why I said bitch, because it's Terry. Getting on Terry, I'm just riding Terry around, best friends, me and Terry. And Psycho Baby Slasher comes out of the bushes, or behind a shed or something, with a pizza cutter. Cuts Terry's leg. Terry drops, I fall, I hit the floor, and here comes Psycho Baby Slasher with his pizza cutter again. Cuts my ear. Do you know what? Terry saved me that day. Terry came in, ate the Psycho Baby Slasher. Because he was a robot, obviously he shouldn't be eating, and that also broke him, but you know, R.I.P. Terry. Obviously that's not very realistic, because how would I get on this dinosaur without a stepladder? But the rest is all, you know, 100% definitely realistic. Okay, so number 2 actually is a bit embarrassing. Not embarrassing as in everybody was watching and saw it happen and laughed. It was just so stupid and just, yeah, it's embarrassing to tell, really. Again, picture this. I've got pictures. Okay, one sec. This looks a bit too happy. Let me just, there we go. Dark and mysterious. So this is where the crime happened. It wasn't a crime. Okay, this is where the thing happened. This is just like an outside view. Over here, like, I don't know where I'm putting this on the screen, so it might be like over here, could be over here, don't know. It's like a, that's where the swimming pool and leisure centre thing is. So we were there, and we were coming out of there, we went around a little back route behind this building here. We're going down this alleyway here, just walking, you know, me, my friend. For the sake of the video, to make this easier, I'm going to call my friend Donald and Hillary. Donald, Hillary and I are just walking down this alleyway. Our dad's behind us, and Donald's like, hey guys, why don't we run around the corner and hide and jump out and scare our dads? Me and Hillary were like, f yes Donald, you're on today, let's do this. So we run around the corner, we got 2 little openings here, okay, see these little sections cut out. Donald and Hillary, they just go into the first section, not me. Not this hardcore hide and seek playing motherfucker. I take this shit to the next level and I go to the second section, because that's what a risk taker does, alright? I take risks. This one didn't work in my favour. But as I'm running around this little section here, I'll give you a little front view here. Here's Donald and Hillary hiding in the front little section. I'm running straight for number 2 because, you know, I'm not running for a shit. I'm running to the second section. You see those little steps down there? Okay, well, being the uncoordinated little cretin I am, I trip before even getting to the steps and land forehead first on a step. Actually, I think it was the 3rd step from the bottom. So 1, 2, 3, the 3rd step, landed forehead first. And as you can imagine, it wasn't like landing on a fluffy carpeted step. It was brick, it was sharp, and the corner of this step hit me right here. See that? See that like shiny bit here? Luckily, it became a head crease, or it just luckily fit into a head crease, so it's not that noticeable. Out of the 3, this is probably the most prominent. I just spat on the lens, I'm gross. Let's do a little side view Oh, see it? When it happened, I was like, what the hell is going on? They're like, oh my god! And I'm like, tell me what's happening! So luckily, because we've just been swimming, he grabbed a towel, unfortunately it was a white towel, and stuck it on my head. So with this white towel stuck on my head, I ran to the car as quick as I can because we had to get to the hospital. And then I see myself in the reflection, I think, oh, I'll just have a little look. And that's when the tears started, because I noticed that my head was completely cut open here, and there's blood everywhere. I could see white in there. I'm pretty sure that was my skull. Unfortunately, this was a time where children at the age of 6 didn't carry iPhones around with them. I can assure you, if I did have an iPhone at the time, I definitely would have taken a cheeky selfie. All of this, very ironically, was actually outside of a doctor's, but it was Sunday, so it was closed. So yeah, that was just terrible timing by me. Well done, young me. So we go to the hospital and everything. It's like a children's hospital. I get sent into the room pretty quickly. Look, these doctors, okay, they were not prepared for what walked through that door holding my dad's hand. I was a wreck. I was crying so much, not because it hurt, just because of the experience. I hate doctors, I hate hospitals, I hate everything like that. There was blood pouring everywhere, and I was lying down on this, like, yeah, that bed. You just have a bed that you lie down on, so they can do their shit. Do their jobs actually, and they give me this like purple drink thing. It's like it's like a shot, almost as disgusting as a shot, because when I drank it, I spat it absolutely everywhere, and there was no way I was going to drink another one. So they just forgot that, wrote that off. I ran up, jumped onto my dad, started crying still. The doctors were all like, oh, what we're gonna do, and then all of this happening whilst Disney's Cinderella is playing on the TV in the corner of the room. To be honest, I didn't even like Cinderella. You know, if they had Tarzan up on that screen, I swear to God, I'd be sitting there, I'd be singing along, be like, yeah, I'd be dabbing the shit out of it. After eventually calming down, I lay back down on this bed thing, and all I did was staple it shut. Didn't hurt again. I had to just go back a few weeks later to have them removed. Pretty embarrassing, as you can probably tell. Now I say that the scars aren't that noticeable, but I used to, okay, I used to have my hair something like this, just, okay, not this bad because it wasn't this long, but it was like a full-on emo fringe type thing, but like fluffy. I went in with my hair like this, obviously shorter. Literally on the first day I had a couple of people like, oh my god, you've got a scar on your head, what's that? In my head I was just thinking, you cannot tell them this was like a hide and seek accident. You need to tell them something really, really badass, like Terry, like I was riding Terry and fell off. This sounds really weird sexually. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to say I was riding Terry ever again. That just doesn't sound right. Now the last one on the list is actually really embarrassing. Once again, not really embarrassing. Well, it was a bit embarrassing at the time, but it's a lot more embarrassing to tell this story than it was in the actual situation. Once again, setting the scene. It's a dark night, I've been at my friend's house after school, fair few hours. You know, it's time to go home now, time to get to bed, gotta go to school tomorrow. Okay, so imagine this is an amazing car right now. Imagine this is the car. The mum's here, I'm here, my friend's here. We're not actually in the car yet, this is just where we're gonna go. Did I just say my mum? His mum's here. Okay, so this is the car. My friend, and I'm just going to say, his name's Timothy, okay, so Timothy and Timothy's mom get in, and I open the door and I'm like, do you know what would be absolutely sick? When I open the door and dive in the car, that'd be so sick. Timothy and his mum are going to absolutely love me, they're going to think I'm amazing, they're going to think I'm so sick for this. So I even step back, I need to run up for this, so I step back, looking dead at this car, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. And I just dive. And I'm not talking like dive, I'm talking crank that Soldier Boy Superman dive, head first, or face first, towards this car. You know, it was all going well, kind of, until I hit the car, right on the kind of, so the door frame, so it's not really the roof, it's like the door frame. I landed straight here on my eye. Okay, so there's this one up here, and then this little extra bit here. Hello. Oh, look how many freckles I've got. I look ill with freckles. I look like I caught freckles. But because it was dark, and once again, I wasn't feeling any pain, none of us realised what had just happened. So I was just sat in Timothy's car with his mom. My eyes just bleeding all down my face and I have no idea. I can't feel if it's wet or not. It was just quite warm after slamming into a car. I still hadn't noticed, so I got out the car, said goodbye. They hadn't noticed. Walking down the drive, got to the front door, everything's fine, knock it, and then there's my brother and my brother's face. And he was like, oh my god, what happened to your eye? Not really like a concerned emotion in his voice, it's just like, what the f***'s wrong with you, you weirdo? So I walk into the living room, look in the mirror to reveal a shitload of blood just all over the side of my face. Now, I'm not saying I have bad parents, but for some reason we didn't go to the hospital or anything. Obviously we didn't need to, because you know, it's fine. I can still see. I'm gonna bring this up at my next birthday. Maybe I'll get Terry back. Maybe I could get another robot dinosaur. Terrence. Gonna drop the informal Terry. Terrence. Oh, UPS man. I think my sister and her boyfriend's iPhones have just arrived. 1 second. Okay, that was incredibly weird. I literally just saw a UPS driver pull outside of my house. As soon as I got downstairs, he was completely gone. I've gone and checked every window around the house and he is completely gone. So obviously next week's video is going to be a conspiracy theory about the UPS driver's ghost. No, it's not. I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. Yeah, Terrence. I'm going to drop the informality of Terry and it's just going to be Terrence. And how much more threatening does Terrence sound? Terrence. I really hope I can find a picture of a robotic dinosaur on Google, because otherwise this is going to be a long night. I'm just going to say it. Yes, I was hit by a parked car. I am one of the people stupid enough in this world to be able to say I was hit by a parked car. I can accept it. I'm going to move on with my life, even though there's a permanent reminder of what happened. Damn it. Yeah, so the next day at school, got to school, and a second person. Oh my god, what's wrong with your eye? Thank you, child, for boosting my self-confidence and making me feel good about the way I look. Okay, so if you like the video, for some very strange reason, like the video. If you like me, subscribe. Hopefully I'll see you next time, and bye. Maybe you like living on the edge. Maybe you could just skydive or a bungee jump or something, you know, just something less nude. Unless you do the bungee jump or skydive naked, then